Last week in crypto was stacked. Ethereum's new upgrade triggered an exploit attempt, another US state going pro-crypto, and Pakistan is starting to mine Bitcoin. But the real kicker? The SEC has officially dropped its lawsuit against Binance, ending one of the biggest regulatory standoffs in crypto history. If you're even thinking of staying in crypto, you need to hear this. I'm Steve from BeAWhale, and here's everything you need to know about last week's crypto mayhem. The US government is cracking down hard. On May 29th, the Treasury's Office of Foreign Asset Controls sanctioned Funnull Technology, a Philippines-based firm accused of enabling thousands of crypto scams, specifically the notorious pig butchering scams. Funnull helped criminals set up fake investment platforms, phishing sites, and bought bulk IP addresses to avoid detection. The sanctions freeze any US-linked assets tied to Funnull or its Chinese admin. US officials say this group is linked to over $200 million in fraud losses. Why now? Because scam networks are evolving fast, and Funnull was the infrastructure behind most of them. The move is a clear message. Even if you're not the scammer yourself, if you built tools for scammers, you're in the crosshairs. At the Bitcoin 2025 conference, Pakistan surprised the crowd. It's building a national Bitcoin reserve and allocating 2,000 megawatts to power crypto mining and AI data centers. Why? They've got excess power, an unbanked population, and a need for foreign investment. The government says the Bitcoin reserve won't be traded. It's like digital gold that's meant to be held. IMF officials aren't thrilled. Pakistan's still in bailout talks, and this raises legal and energy concerns. But for the crypto community, it's a headline-grabbing signal that Bitcoin isn't just for corporations anymore. Texas passed a bill to create a Bitcoin reserve held by the state treasury. Only coins with a market cap above $500 billion can be included, so this is all about Bitcoin for now. This comes after New Hampshire did something similar. Other states like Arizona and Nebraska are also passing crypto bills, some for reserves, others for mining regulation or commercial code updates. This shows a growing trend of US states creating their own crypto policies instead of waiting on Washington. Texas wants economic independence and sees Bitcoin as part of that. Thinking about launching your own crypto project? BeAWhale is your go-to partner for high-quality blockchain development. Whether it's smart contracts, dApps, or full product designs, we build secure, scalable, and beautiful Web3 solutions. If you're serious about building in Web3, reach out today and we'll bring your vision to life. Ethereum's latest upgrade, Pectra, is causing security buzz. It's introduced a new feature that lets regular wallets behave like smart contracts. Sounds cool, right? But hackers started abusing it fast. They used malicious contracts to try and sweep funds from wallets that enabled the new function. These were dubbed crime enjoyer contracts. Thankfully, most attacks failed, but over 97% of the affected wallets used identical malicious code. Ethereum's pushing for smarter wallets and better user experience, but each new upgrade opens new attack possibilities. The devs moved fast with countermeasures and the exploit didn't cause any major losses, but it's a reminder new tech means new risks. Sui Network's largest DEX, Cetus, was hit with a $223 million exploit. That's one of the biggest DeFi hacks ever. Hackers exploited a smart contract bug to fake deposits and drain liquidity. But here's the twist. The Sui validator community froze $157 million of the stolen funds before they were laundered. That's 71% of the loot stopped in its tracks. Still, the damage was done. Sui token dropped 10% and trust in the network took a hit. It's over. After nearly 2 years, the US Securities and Exchange Commission has dropped its lawsuit against Binance and founder CZ. The motion to dismiss was filed with prejudice, meaning it's permanently closed and can't be refiled. The case revolved around allegations that Binance offered unregistered securities and used customer funds alongside its own. But under the Trump administration's new regulatory direction, the SEC is pivoting from court battles to creating clear, protective rules. Binance had already paid a $4.3 billion settlement with the Department of Justice and restructured its internal controls. With the case dropped, crypto markets surged and exchange tokens saw a strong bounce. Hong Kong passed a law requiring all stablecoin issuers tied to the Hong Kong dollar or operating there to get licensed. It's part of their push to become Asia's Web3 hub. Global firms are looking at Hong Kong as a place to launch fully compliant stablecoins. South Korea lifted its 8-year ban on companies and banks trading crypto. Also, both presidential candidates are pro-crypto, pushing for ETFs, stablecoins, and even pension fund investments. Expect a boom in Korean crypto activity. Nigel Farage wants to cut crypto taxes in the UK, ban banks from debanking crypto users, and create a Bitcoin reserve. It's political posturing, but if Reform UK gains ground, London could pivot towards becoming a crypto powerhouse. A Bloomberg analyst says Ethereum and Solana taking ETFs might skip the usual SEC process and launch as soon as June. Investor sentiment leaned bullish last week. The SEC dropping its lawsuit against Binance brought a wave of relief and shifted attention back to market growth. Traders started rotating capital into long-term positions, especially around Bitcoin, which is increasingly viewed as a safe haven asset, especially with new reserves forming in Texas and Pakistan. Meanwhile, institutional players are keeping an eye on Ethereum after the Pectra upgrade, but the recent Sui hack reminded everyone to judge projects carefully. Overall, bullish momentum is building, but caution still lingers beneath the surface. That's your recap of last week's crypto chaos. If you got value from this breakdown, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment. Which story caught your attention the most? I'm Steve, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.